Este es el dibujo de cómo Ian Fleming imaginaba a su agente secreto. Y este es el verdadero James Bond. No era un espía, sino un ornitólogo con una muy buena reputación en su campo y un nombre masculino y sencillo que el escritor creyó perfecto para el personaje, que sería un éxito literario y del cine. Para ser un personaje que lleva medio siglo en las pantallas del mundo, Bond ha sido encarnado por un número relativamente pequeño de actores. Esto porque no cualquiera puede ser distinguido con el prefijo de 007. Por eso, cuando la búsqueda para un nuevo Bond que hiciera su aparición en Casino Royale en el 2006 culminó con la elección de Daniel Craig, muchos tuvieron algo que criticar, desde ser el primer Bond rubio hasta ser el menos alto de todos. Craig se enfrentó a la prensa y a la opinión mundial e hizo las cosas a su estilo.
I was watching, prepping for this, the Becoming Bond interview from 2 films ago.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and you're, although very confident, you're a newcomer. And now I read that you have a lot of input into the production, like you invited Mr. Mendes over to direct, and I see that you have a lot of input regarding your stunts and everything. How have the dynamics changed this time around?
I don't know if they've changed a huge amount. In fact, when I agreed to do the first one, and I was convinced to do the first one, whichever way around it was, I said, look, you know, I can only really do it if you include me in the process, because if I've got to stand front and center, you know, and pretend to be James Bond, I kind of need to be involved with everything. So the producers, Barbara Broccoli and Michael Wilson, were incredibly generous and have been always incredibly generous with me, and have allowed me into the process and have allowed me to sort of take part.
6 años más tarde, el actor, el personaje y la producción han pasado por muchas experiencias, incluso la amenaza de no hacer más películas Bond por problemas financieros de los estudios.
Skyfall is a culmination of that, really, and because of the enforced gap we had, you know, because we had 4 years between this one and the last one, there's been more time to talk, there's been more time to think, and we got the script into the best place we could, and it's actually been a kind of an incredibly rewarding process.
And I see that the character has an emotional arc, continued from film 1, well, your first film. Where is it heading?
Oh, I don't know. I've just done this one. We'll think of that later on. We have to think about the next script. I haven't thought about it yet.
How do you think Bond needs to change again for this
I don't know.
generation?
I mean, I think that what we've done with this film is shift things along. We've kind of wiped the slate clean with this. Now we've begun again and again. Almost we've finished with that story. We've begun this story, and I think now, all bets are off. We can do anything we want. We can have, you know, we can have underground submarine bases. We can have as much humor as we want. But we've set a blueprint, a really good, strong blueprint of a shape to these movies, and I want to work off that now.
What would you never do, as in Bond? What would you have your character never do? Like,
I don't know.
oh, this is where I put my foot down.
Oh no, I wouldn't put restrictions on my character like that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, you know, everything's worth a discussion.
Skyfall es una película con un gran reto, seguir adelante con la innovación de Bond y a la vez rendir homenaje a la tradición. Esto enfrenta al 007 con un nuevo mundo y nuevos colaboradores.
Don't you feel you're too young to be playing the age card like in this film? Do they continually say that, your age and stuff, and I like, wait.
Yeah, but I mean,
too
everybody else is about in their 20s, so it sort of makes sense.
Q 007.
You must be joking.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm too old, but you have a word with them about that, yeah. I would appreciate that. I think what the thing we're trying to put across really is that Bond is part of an old process, which is Judy's character as well, that there is an old world there. And that the new world that's coming in, the technological world, is sort of clashing against it. There's men of action, and then men who kind of, you know, or men and women who work with technology. And it's we're smashing those two together. So that's what kind of the movie, it's not a big point, but that's what one of the points we make in the movie. And I think that's going to have a knock-on effect with the other movies we do.
Y hablando de viejas mañas,
The Bond character has changed. Like 10, 15 years ago, it changed, having like lesser romances per film, less uncompromised sex. You know, there are historic things that...
I have a bit of uncompromising sex in this.
Yeah, you do. Not as much as the other ones,
No, but you know.
it's changing.
al final, Quizás la clave del éxito de la familia Bond, Craig incluido, es que realmente son eso, una familia.
There's a very familiar environment here in the film. I read that your stunt coordinator, Gary Powell, his whole family has been working with Bond.
Oh, he's been working there. The whole family's worked with Bond since they were so high, yeah. Do I feel part of the family now?
Yeah.
I don't have a choice.
You do seem part of the family.
Oh, definitely. It's a very family-like atmosphere on set, so.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.